So this one, okay. So you have, so it doesn't really seem like there's any air down here. There has to be quite a bit in air. So the bottom of this meniscus is above 6. We'll say it's 6. Okay. So if you were to take this and put it vertically, there is at least 6 mLs in this syringe. You cannot say otherwise. If you do, I just, you're talking about some kind of magic bullet that killed JFK or something, right? You're just, I don't, you're thinking about some alternative universe with different laws of physics. So there's at least 6 mLs. And then the fact that this water kind of tapers back, right? There's more than 6. So if you took this and you put it vertically, you would have a measurement, a certain amount, probably up here closer to 7, if you made this vertical. This plunger, this is the plunger, this is the plunger, this is the plunger. Okay, this part right here, it actually protrudes down. Okay? It's convex. About a half cc. I've done this enough, I know. I can just tell you. You can, I'll make a video, for people who are skeptical or, just they don't believe me. So my point being, if you were to invert this and put the needle up, and with the needle on this, you can do this very easily. Put the needle up, flick all the air out, and push all the air out, you have more than 5.4 ml. There is no possible way, given this universe with our laws of physics, that this syringe at this time has only 5.4 mLs in it. It is impossible. So if you, and I've done this, I've done this because I use these syringes all the time. If you take a syringe like this and you have enough fluid in there to reproduce this picture, okay? And then you put the needle up and you push all the air out, you have about 7, or you could even do it 7.5 mLs. Not 6.5. More, it's got to be more than 6.5. Not 5.4. Not way down here. This is what I want Chad Jackson, Glenn Funk, Brittany Flatt. Y'all need to go on the news, get a syringe, and show how you can reproduce this image from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. So the plunger is a little bit more than 8. So that kind of changes the way that the angle of the meniscus. Reproduce this image with only 5.4 mLs of fluid in the syringe, which is what the FBI measured. Now, I don't think there was any kind of nefarious activity. I think it just evaporated. So sodium chloride is just water with salt, with sodium and chloride dissolved in it, and then the vecuronium dissolved in it. And then Chad Moore, I think it was Chad Moore, the FBI agent, found, vecuronium. I think in this he only found vecuronium, I think, in the vial and like the drop that was left, vecuronium and the decay products of it. Probably because the concentration of the decay products in here, I don't know. I don't remember that there were decay products, but it doesn't matter. You could have vecuronium in here, sodium in here, chloride in here, and water could evaporate very easily. Be pushed, or you could have whole fluid, pushed into this, and then evaporate out of the cap, and no one ever knows the better. So CMS says 8. That's where the plunger is. I don't know if they actually measured 8. Who knows if when RaDonda gave this to Ethan Gully, the plunger may have been at 9. Maybe she drew the whole thing up, gave 1 ml, and then over time, because to pull the plunger back while it was in the bag, no, you're not going to be able to do that. You need 2 points. You need to put tension on it. That's so hard. If you have it on the table or the bottom of the bag is your second point, to push that plunger down is very, 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 very easy. And fluid can be pushed into this, and then maybe 1 or 2 drops here and there being handled around. So we don't know that when she gave the syringe to Ethan Gully, and he doesn't seem to have remembered, I don't know. He looked at it, he was like, oh my God, this is vecuronium. But if she gave it to him to waste, well, she's going to waste Versed. Like, she's not going to give it to him with 5.4 mLs in it. So then she has to explain to him where the remainder is. So she gave it to him to waste. Like, that just me. Like, she gave 1 ml. Like, I don't know. She gave 1 ml. Now, she doesn't distinctly remember that. She says, like, that's her practice. She was, oh, yeah, that's fine. I believe that. That's better than this, idiotic story that the prosecution put together, which doesn't even match the evidence. Doesn't match the evidence. Oh, sorry. I'm probably getting carried away here. What'd be really funny is I'm not even recording this. That would be hilarious. Okay. Anyway, at least 7 mLs in here. So that's a lot. If CMS, when they saw it, there was 8, it lost 1 cc. I don't know. Or did the CMS person look and see the plunger? I don't know. I don't even care. The point is, this syringe has more than 5.4 mLs in it. Way more. A cc and a half more. This other syringe down here, so this one with the white cap, 1.5 mLs here, it's capped off. The only way you could, the burst pressure of the syringe, like if you push so hard, or more than likely if you push hard enough, the fluid would leak up around the plunger and come out. But 1.5 mLs, you can look here, that's 1.5 mLs, and then that's what the FBI measured, 1.5 mLs, when they measured it in 2020. That makes sense because there's this, and there is a little air bubble. Actually, you can see here. I would say if the plunger protrusion is about 0.5 ml, that's probably about 1/10 of an ml or something. That's not much. So it makes sense that this has consistently 1.5 mLs, and that's what CMS reported also, because it has this cap squeezed on there that can't let fluid out. The needle, look at that, it's got a hole in it right there. So it can just leak out, not on purpose, no nefarious activity, no malevolence. Just, people handling it thinking, well, it's a syringe. Like it's not criminal evidence. Or that much, well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I'll just say no malevolence.